I'm a raccoon biologist, and raccoons will never be domesticated. You see, raccoons love to bite the hands that feed them, both literally and figuratively. You mentioned that raccoons are intelligent enough to be domesticated, but that's kind of the problem. They're not intelligent enough, they're too intelligent. In fact, raccoons are one of the few animals that can actually understand revenge and will seek it out. No other animal that we have domesticated is able to do that. One of my best friends, who's actually the director of Exotic Pet Wonderland Animal Sanctuary, made this sticker. It says, "Always remember to be kind, because raccoons remember your face and how you treated them for many years." What the sticker doesn't say is that they will fuck you up. They will fuck you up really, really bad. To better understand why raccoons will never be domesticated, though, we need to look back into history. Raccoons are native to North and South America, and almost every single indigenous word that refers to raccoons has to do with their hands. Hands that scratch, hands that take everything, hands that are smart, hands that are used as tools. But not once have those hands ever been viewed as something that could potentially be useful to humans. Domesticated animals all have some sort of purpose. Dogs as guardians, cats as pest control, alpacas as wool, reindeers as sources of meat and skins. But the only thing that raccoons have ever been deemed as useful for is their fur. And even then, you never see raccoons being fur farmed. You only ever see them being trapped. Because raccoons have strong hands that can break out of the enclosures, come and find you, and hurt you. And yes, there are some raccoon breeders, but they breed on a smaller scale that enables them to have more funding to build stronger enclosures. It doesn't work that way with fur farming. Raccoon fur has always historically been trapped, not farmed. Furthermore, something else that is required in order to domesticate the species is to be able to effectively move it. And do you want to know what has happened when people try this with their pet raccoons? Disaster! Because raccoons are far more trouble than they are worth. Settlers brought pet raccoons with them to the Bahamas. Do you want to know what happened? The raccoons grew up, the people realized that they sucked, and then they set the raccoons free. The raccoons then became invasive and are now driving animals like ground parrots and rock iguanas to extinction. The same thing happened in the late 70s and early 80s in Japan. Thousands of raccoons were imported to Japan to be pets, and then people realized, oh my god, this sucks. And then they released the raccoons into the wild, where the animals now cause an immense amount of ecological damage. And so there you have it. Raccoons have no use to humans. They have the ability to hurt you very badly. They will remember if you do something that they do not like, and have the capability to actually hate you. And it has been proven time and time again that people cannot stand to have raccoons in their home. They're not going to be domesticated.